Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another Black Desert online guide. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to build a boat. Be warned though, building this boat was the most stressful time I've had since starting to play Black Desert. I legitimately nearly gave up halfway through as I realised I had been gathering the materials for a rowboat and not an actual fishing boat. This is a long process. It will take many hours to craft and requires a lot of materials. You can buy these boats for around 1.5 million on the marketplace, but hey, what's the fun in that? So let's get right into it and let me show you how to make your very first proper boat. In Valia, we can build a raft and a rowing boat, but those boats ain't going to pull no blackjack and hookers, so let's get straight to the big boy boat and get a fishing boat. You can craft this at Etheria Port, which is located northwest of Calthian. You will need to purchase previous buildings before you are able to buy the shipyard there, and please remember to upgrade it to level 2. Once you have your shipyard, take a moment to reflect upon the ridiculous amount of materials that are required. I won't blame you if you want to stop here and make something easier. Perhaps painting the Mona Lisa is an easier task for a beginner crafter. So, if you're still interested in crafting the world's largest vessel, which requires the amount of materials that would normally craft an entire armada, then I guess it's time to start collecting some wood. You're going to need two different kinds of wood. The first type is just your regular logs, because apparently other types of wood aren't good enough to be used as scantling. So let's get chopping. To save time, I'd recommend chopping down birch trees, as you're going to need birch timber to make the plywood later on. I'm assuming you're a low-level gatherer, so you can expect to cut anywhere between 150 to 250 trees for logs, and then for the birch plywood, you're going to be looking closer to 500 trees, because hey, who doesn't love Lumberjack Simulator? If you're not sure where to get an axe, just click on the magnifying glass by your minimap and select Material Vendor. Whilst you're there buying some axes, I suggest you pick up some syringes because you're going to need some of those later on. Once you've got all your wood, it's time to go get some pine sap. To do this, you're going to need to extract sap from pine trees. I found a nice concentration of them around southeast of Calthian. To gather the sap, you just run up to the tree with a syringe and click R. You will need to do this between 15 to 30 times to get the 30 sap that is required for the boat. Okay, so you've got your wood now and you've got your sap. So now it's time to get the metal that you need to do this. You need 25 bronze ingots. This is comprised of melted tin and melted copper. So that means you've got to go mining, or alternatively, you can get your workers to mine it for you. Copper can be mined from the Imp Cave, and tin can be mined from the Karuto Cave. Please note that this is a danger node, and it will take workers longer to complete their work orders here, so it's probably best just to leave them there for a couple days. Once you have a few hundred ores of each metal, it's time to melt them down. Go into your inventory and right-click the ores. Select Craft, and then select the heating option in the crafting menu. Put either the copper or the tin in, and begin the melting process. This will take a fair few minutes, so whilst you're waiting for that to get done, you should make sure that you have a mineral factory in the town that you are crafting, because that is how we're going to make the bronze ingots. You can craft this yourself if you do the crafting quest that teaches you melting, but I was unfortunately unable to find this, so I ended up doing it through my workers. So, once you've melted your tin and bronze, put it into storage and start the work orders in your mineral factory for bronze ingot, and wait for 25 of them to be made. One thing from mining that you can only obtain yourself is rough stone, which is turned into black stone powder. It requires 2 rough stone per powder, and the boat requires 60 powder in total. So, go mine some rock, get some of those stones and put them in your storage. Once it's in your storage, get a refinery and order a worker to convert the 60 stone into 30 black powder. Okay, so we nearly have all the materials that we need for this, but first we need to process those logs. Take the standard logs into the crafting menu by right-clicking them and select Craft, and then select Chop. This will turn all those normal logs into scantling. With the birch timber, do the exact same, but this will create birch planks instead. You then need to craft the planks into plywood, and to do this, you either need to use a wood factory with your workers to do it, or you can go do a quest. I actually managed to find this one and did it myself. To start the quest required for this, go to Calthian Trade District and talk to the woman at the spinning wheel. Complete the chain of quests that she gives you, and at the end, you will be rewarded with chopping. Now you can take your birch planks and craft them with chopping into birch plywood that you require. Right, so now we're nearly done. But you first have to get your workers to actually build the ship for you. To do this, go to your shipyard and select the fishing boat by clicking the arrow at the top of the menu. You then need to delegate the workers to each process of building the ship. Each piece of material used will take up 1 work order. So, in total, that's 160 work orders. Yeah, you're going to need to get them a lot of beer. And that's pretty much it. Once you've completed the boat, assuming that you haven't died of old age or heart disease, then it's time to get her registered. Just head down to the dockkeeper, select register, and name your new boat. Completing this boat was one of the most rewarding tasks that I've done in this game so far. I can now fish from the sea, which makes me a lot more money than I would if I was just fishing from the docks, and I can even sail the seas if I want to. I know I may have been somewhat negative about the crafting process for this boat, but it has a sense of realism that no other game has for crafting a boat. This actually took a large amount of time and materials to build a large vehicle. The actual crafting time that the workers took really made me feel like they were building the boat piece by piece, and when it was finally done, my hype levels were through the roof. That's it, boys and girls. You can now sail the seas and enjoy the cool ocean breeze. On a serious note, crafting this ship was brutal. I was nearly ready to give up and just buy one, but I didn't. I pressed on, and the sense of reward when I completed it was great. I was so happy with the outcome. It felt like I had really achieved something when I finished making it. Black Desert probably has the most brutal crafting system I've come across, but when you finally complete something, it really is worth it. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and good luck on crafting your ship. As always, guys, if you have liked it, then please like and subscribe for more Black Desert Online videos. Until next time, guys, take it easy and peace out.